lessons. I mean, I feel like everybody knew, but I feel like now it's on a bigger platform. You know, Les is our coach, and I'm not gonna lie. I stepped my game. I've gotten a lot better, but I mean, honestly, I'm still just locking down, making plays, making big plays. Yep.
Is for the defensive backs, just because you guys are such a veterans unit now and have a lot of depth, does it make things more competitive, or how does it change maybe the relationship from player to player?
I think like our experience is great. You know, we got Bryce, Mike, Hassan. All of us are older guys. Like we all are seniors, juniors. I'm a redshirt junior, so you know we're older. We've seen all the Big 12 like teams. I mean, we've seen Baker, we've seen Patrick Mahomes, we've seen Kyler Murray. So it's like, you know, when you see them as the top quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. So like, it's not really much you haven't seen. So you know, with that kind of experience, I feel like it's one of our strengths.
When you think to some of the younger guys, especially younger DBs on the team, is that a perfect situation for them to come into, knowing they have all those guys that they can kind of learn from for a little first?
In my opinion, definitely. I take the younger guys, the freshmen that came in under my wing. I was roommates with Kenny Logan during fall camp, and like I'm there to like answer all his freshman questions. I was a freshman before, so I understand the ups and the downs and balancing classes and balancing everything. So I feel like it's fantastic. I'm a veteran in the game, so to speak, a redshirt junior. So I done seen a lot. I'm able to knock out some of the things that he would have to go through if he just didn't have that.
I think some people were maybe a little bit surprised when the first depth chart came out a couple days ago, and you know your name was for one of those starting spots at corner. What did that mean to you, and can you kind of give us some insight on how that transpired?
I would say that it wasn't much of a surprise for me, but it doesn't really mean much. I still gotta go out there. I gotta play. We're gonna play. Like everybody's gonna play. So, you know, whether I was a 1, 2, or 3, I knew I wanted to come in. I wanted to contribute, and I just wanted the ball. So, it wasn't a big deal.
And what have you seen from Co Harris this camp? Because it sounds, I mean, guys have been complimentary of him too, just like they have been of you.
For sure, I think he's had a fantastic camp. I mean, he makes a lot of plays, gets a lot of turnovers. He's tackling well. I think he had a fantastic camp, honestly. Definitely.
Coach maybe mentioned that he was a little banged up earlier. Has he been easing back into things, or is he fully back with you guys now?
He's fully back.
Do you feel good about the health of the defense right now?
Definitely. We're all healthy, so we're all locked and loaded, ready to go.
Having overcome a lot of injuries and difficulty earlier in your career here, what does it mean to you? I mean, like you said, obviously you still got to go out and play, but to see your name listed as that number one spot at the cornerback position over a young player that was brought in that was one of the most highly touted defensive backs this school has ever signed, is that kind of a personal victory for you? Do you feel, is that maybe a little bit more given what you've had to go through to get to this point?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say it's not a thing with me and being a starter and me who I'm starting over. That doesn't matter. I just knew I wanted to start. I want to be on the field. I want to make plays. I believe in my abilities, and the coaches believe in my abilities. So I knew off rip I've always viewed myself as a starter.
You said that you really have stepped your game up. What things did you try to focus on? I mean, were there things that were more difficult than others that you were trying to hone when you were working towards this, you know, through the spring, through the summer, and at this point, fall camp?
Well, being that I got healthy during the season last year, I was able to have a complete summer of just getting bigger, faster, stronger, and I had no setbacks in the summer. So me just working on my foot speed, getting out of breaks, you know, things of that nature, ball skills, all of that kind of stuff that I've always had. I just wanted to improve each and every level of my game. And after I did that, I think it all paid off.